Good evening to you, Ted Langdell. My goodness, we have an echo I wasn't expecting. Let's see if we can fix that problem. That down, turn this up. And we still have that problem. Well, anyway, we are here at the Alkoff Center in Oregon House. That's where we are. And there's a number of people that are enjoying the ball field here. And the tables that you see right there is where they're going to have the fireworks coming off of here at about 9 something. So we will be back. And hopefully I can get rid of this echo, but we will be enjoying the fireworks after we bring you the patriotic music concert that was held earlier today in Yuba City. So we will get the concert underway, and then we will be back in just a little bit. And here we are with the Yuba City Kids.
The Sudbury Sprouts, they are going to play America the Beautiful, followed by the Battle Hymn of the Republic and American Medley. So welcome, Sudbury Sprouts. And one more hand for the Sutter Buttes Brass. All right, the symphony we're going to get tuned up, and I think the parade is just down the road, so we're going to get started here momentarily.
Here is the Yuba Sutter Symphony, Corey Kirsting conducting, and the parade comes down Plumas Boulevard from Bridge Street and Center Street.
All right, we're going to begin with some John Philip Sousa marches on our 4th of July morning. There's going to be some audience participation today, so you need to be ready to clap. There will be some opportunities to sing this morning, so we hope you enjoy and feel free to join in with us. All right, the parade is still coming. Many, many more are coming. Next up is the Washington Post March from John Philip Sousa. We have one more John Philip Sousa March before we move into some other things. This is the El Capitan March.
Hey, are you here or almost here? Oh, okay. Oh, okay, so yeah, whatever.
This next piece is called "O Land of Mine, America," and it's written by George Gershwin.
Yep, keep walking.
Raise your hand if you have ever heard of the Music Man. Oh, many of you. That's fantastic. Our next piece is 76 trombones from the Music Man. And I also want to point out that our local youth theater production company, Center Stage Productions, will be performing the Music Man starting the end of this month down on the end of Plymouth Street at the Sutter Theater, sponsored by Yuba Sutter Arts and Culture. So if that's something you'd like to see live and in person and have a really awesome experience, you can check out yubasutterarts.org, and tickets will be going on sale for that starting next week. So you can come see the Music Man at the end of the month. Right now, here is 76 trombones. Thank you very much. Our next piece is called The American Frontier, and it's a collection of some American folk songs. Following that, I'm going to need some help from some kids. So if there's some kids out there, I'm going to need some help. So after this next piece, I'm going to need some helpers to help pass out some things throughout the audience. So be ready. Not yet, not yet. After this next piece. All right, right now is The American Frontier. All right, we have a few more pieces. I am ready for some kid helpers now. We're going to be passing around some paper bags. If you've been here before, you know what they are for. So if you'd like to help pass around some things, I've got a few helpers here. I'm going to probably need about 10 more. And they can be kids of any ages. Come on down and I'll have you help pass out some bags. All right, as you're getting your bags, if you have not done this before, you're going to make your bag into a little paper bag cannon. And so we're going to be playing the 1812 Overture. The 1812 Overture sometimes has actual literal cannons that are exploding when they perform it outside. We don't have actual literal cannons. So we have paper bag cannons. So the way you do it is you blow it up, you kind of twist the top. After you twist the top, you can still blow a little bit of air into it. And then don't pop it now, but you're gonna wanna kind of hold that top tight, and then when I cue you, you're gonna hit it really hard and we'll get a nice explosion. Raise your hand if you do not have a bag and you would like a bag. Raise your hand if you do not have a bag and you would like a bag. And then kids, find somebody raising their hand.
Thank you.
All right, raise your hand if you have a bag so I can see where our cannons are located. All right, we got a lot in the middle here. All right, so we're gonna do 4 groups this year. So if you're on kind of this side, I'm looking at the light post kind of diagonal this way. If you're on this side of the light post, raise your hand with your bag. Okay, you're gonna be group 1. Raise your hand if you're group 1 with your bags. All right, so when I point to you, you're gonna make your cannon explode. And then we'll do kind of from the light post to the center tree here. This will be our group 2. And raise your hand if you think you're in group 2.
Thank you, sir.
All right, same thing, I'll point to you for group 2. And then we'll do group 3 from this center tree to the light post at my angle here. So raise your hand if you think you're group 3. All right. And then from the light post this way, you're group 4. Raise your hand if you think you're group 4. Group 4, you have the most fun part, because when we get to the very, very last note, you get to have the freedom to pop your bag when you choose. And we'll hold our last note and we will have random popping, so it won't be one consecutive simultaneous pop. It'll be pops all over the place. All right, so group 4, you have your freedom. Don't take advantage of that freedom. And it will be a lot of fun. All right, so we're gonna play the 1812 Overture. There's a little bit of music, and then you'll hear when the main theme comes around, get ready, maybe give it a little extra puff of air before you pop it, and then hit it hard. And so group 1, you're up first, so you gotta teach everybody else how to do it. All right. Nicely done. It's kind of like making popcorn. You're not quite sure if they're done, and there are a few strays at the very end there. So, all right, next we have God Bless America. And the orchestra's going to play it through one time, and then we're going to invite you to sing along. And then we have one more piece where I'm going to need some kids to come conduct because my arm is going to fall off. It's getting too tired. So if there are any kids that want to come conduct, they can be ready to come conduct the orchestra after we do God Bless America. All right, and we're going to finish again with the Stars and Stripes that we did earlier, but I'm going to have some kids come up and help conduct. So if you would like to come, we'll have 2 lines, I have 2 batons, so we can have 2 conductors at once. Oh, we have a stick too. I suppose that could work. So any kids that want to come up and join us, you're welcome to come, and we will do the Stars and Stripes.
Coming up in just a few minutes, live right here from the Alcove Center in Oregon House, we'll have fireworks for you tonight.
Let's give a hand for our Yuba Sutter Symphony. And let's turn around and give a hand to our fire department and Parks and Rec and police. Thank you. And thank you all so much for coming out to celebrate with us. We hope you have a safe and happy and fun 4th of July. Thank you.
Welcome to the Floyd Guthit Memorial Park at the Alcoff Center in Oregon House, California, just across the street from the Dobbins Oregon House Volunteer Fire Department. And we just heard the national anthem that, I don't know who that was performed by.
I can hear you. Are you ready?
And fireworks are about to happen.
Are you ready, Dobbins and Oregon House, for our fireworks show on this Independence Day?
So we've got fireworks about to happen here from the Alcoff Community Center in Oregon House. And they're going to come off of that table there under a partial moon, and it is 67 degrees. There's a little bit of a breeze coming from the southwest here, making it kind of like a football night, a little chilly. And the way this works is that the folks who are attending have the ability to bring in their own fireworks and give them to the firefighters, and the firefighters will light them off. So this is a very good country atmosphere here. There are people behind me that you may be able to see us. They're in lawn chairs, they have kids. Let's just kind of pan the camera around here, give you an idea of what it looks like here. This is not your big city, big fireworks display like you will see tomorrow night from Riverfront Park. This is Foothill Fireworks. park. Let's make sure they can. Oh, now we have stuff going up in the air. Let's see if we can. Let's see if we can get that up for you. Volunteers from the Dobbins, Oregon House Volunteer Fire Department. There's a good half moon out here tonight. And patriotic music, marches and such that we're hearing. Coming to you from along the third baseline. We're coming to you from along the third baseline at the ball field here at the Duhit Memorial Park. People have little lighted, forget what you call them, but there's quite a lot of them out here. We wanted to try to find you some 4th of July fireworks. We did. It's quite a pleasant evening here. We've been here since about 6:15, 6:30. Temperature was in the mid-80s. And now it is down to 66 degrees with a slight breeze. I'm a little chilly. Wish I had brought a jacket or something. So the show tonight is being coordinated and run by volunteers from the Dobbins Organ House Volunteer Fire Department. And they have invited people to bring in their own safe and sane type of fireworks, and they'll set them off here in the middle of the ball field, which is a safe area for fireworks of this type. There's nothing going very high and nothing going kaboom and possibly sparking a fire. There have been a couple of fires in Butte County today, 50 or more, 75 acres. The first one, the one near Palermo and South Oroville, prompted evacuations. And as we were setting up here, we were reporting on a new fire that had evacuation warnings in zones that border the Yuba County-Butte County line between Bangor and Loma Rica. Haven't had a chance to check on that, but we'll do so before the fireworks are over tonight. And if you're watching, you can comment in the chat, say hello, tell us you're watching, and tell us where you're from. We'd love to know. Looks like Ulysses Oliveira and Alicia Noblin are watching on Facebook. And we have people who are also watching on our YouTube channel. Here's what we're doing this Independence weekend on YubaSutter.live. Of course, we just finished the replay of the Yuba City Kids Parade and Patriotic Music Concert. And we'll be repeating that again at 8:30, leading into the fireworks that are happening on Saturday, July 5th, coming from the Beckworth Riverfront Park in Marysville, which is the show that was hastily arranged with a different pyrotechnic producer after the big explosion of fireworks that happened near Esparto in Yolo County on Tuesday. 7 people, I believe, are still missing, 2 people hurt, and dozens of shows, or quite a few shows anyway, canceled around Northern California. And when we get through the Independence Day weekend and move into next week, we've got more stuff for you. Tuesday, July 8th, we start the day with the 9 o'clock Yuba County Supervisors regular meeting. I'll take a look at the agenda over the weekend, let you know what's going on. 3 o'clock, Sutter County Supervisors regular meeting. There are no Marysville or Yuba City Unified School District trustees meetings this coming week, which is kind of good for me. I get a break. Our live streams on the government side are presented by Plumas Lake Self-Storage, plumaslakeselfstorage.com. And we thank our longtime sponsor here for doing that. And we're coming to you tonight from the Alcoffs Community Center in Oregon House, right across the road from the fire department. We're in the Floyd R. Dutit Memorial Park, and I've been told that's how it's pronounced. At least I hope I remembered it well enough. Here are some red fireworks for you. I'd say there are several hundred people here, some of whom I know from different things. Lots of kids. While we were showing the parade and patriotic music concert, there was a parade here on the ball field with kids and decorated bicycles. We hope you're enjoying the fireworks, even though they're not the spectacular kind that you will see tomorrow night. We'll be doing our usual Beckworth Riverfront Park live stream on Saturday instead of July 4th. That will start about 9:20 in the afternoon or in the evening, after we have finished replay of the symphony and patriotic music. Who knows? Maybe we'll throw this in. I don't know. Little contrast. Is it going anywhere else, like up? Don't think so. And we see Barbara Hankins is watching. Hello, Barbara. Yeah, we've got at least 5 other people on Facebook and several on YouTube. Say hello in the chat if you'd like. Tell us where you're from. I suspect this is the kind of show that ends when they have run out of fireworks that were either brought in by the fire volunteers or actually the people who showed up. It is possible. You are invited to Bring your own fireworks, give them to the firefighting volunteers, and they will light them off right here for you and everybody. Hi there, Sue Shorey, Torres Herrera. We're on the third base line. Well, shouldn't say the third base line, it's more like the third base fence here at the baseball field in Oregon House. Glow sticks. That's what I was trying to remember earlier. Foothill Fireworks, coming to you live on the 4th of July from Oregon House. About a half an hour drive up into the foothills from Marysville and Yuba City. I see we have Munoz Padilla Vanessa watching, Maya Foreman, John James, Sierra Carson. Welcome. Tell us in the chat where you're watching from. That orb in the middle of the screen is a half moon, or a little bit more than a half moon, actually. Oh, there goes somebody lighting more here. But wait, there's more. Hello, Tammy Ford, Jane Miller. Welcome to our live stream. Feel free to tell us in the chat where you're watching from. Here's Hugo Luna Presswood. Welcome.
fighters are showing. Let's show them all those glow sticks. Everybody put your glow sticks in the air.
Welcome Dale Baird, wherever you're watching from. We are here watching Foothill fireworks from the Alcoff Community Center in Oregon House.
Well, we don't know if that's it or...
That might be it. Well, not quite.
Hey, all right, keep it going.
sparkling sands of her diamond deserts, and all around me a voice was shouting.
And the fireworks are continuing here at the Alcoff Center Floyd Douthit Memorial Park baseball field in Oregon House. Still a decent crowd here tonight.
You have fun? Yeah. Hey, Sam. Once this is over, Mama and the babies are in the car. So I need you to bring all this stuff. Okay, do not leave that blanket. Promise?
Hello there, Sammy Johnson. Feel free to tell us in the chat where you're watching from. You're watching Foothill Fireworks on YubaSutter.live. I'm Ted Langdell, and it's down to 62 degrees with a little bit of a breeze here. This is, I think, one of the reasons that people move up here to the country. We're about 1,700 feet in some parts. Many of these fireworks have been brought in by the people who are attending the show tonight. They were invited to do so by the Dobbins Organ House volunteer firefighters who are producing the program tonight. Hello, Craig Hall and Belly Savala. Welcome. And that is the end of the fireworks tonight. I'm Ted Langdell, YubaSutter.live, and we will be back in the fireworks action tomorrow night. That is our usual Beckworth Riverfront Park fireworks stream. And you'll be able to see that after we replay the patriotic music concert. So we'll start that about 8:30 and maybe a little bit earlier because it runs a little under an hour. And what we've found is that the fireworks at Beckworth Riverfront Park often start around 9:20 or 9:30, sometimes a little bit later than that. So we hope you join us for that. Certainly tomorrow you'll see what the organizers came up with after the big explosion at the fireworks warehouse in Yolo County exploded the original show that was supposed to happen tonight. But they were able to scramble, and their scrambling scored a touchdown. And you'll be able to see what that show looks like tomorrow at 9:30 or thereabouts. So tune in about 9:20 because we don't know exactly when they're going to start. So we have to kind of fudge it a little bit. And we'll talk with some of the folks that who have been bringing us that show for a number of years and find out what kind of scrambling they had to do in order to get that show to come up. And with that, we want to let you know a little bit about what is coming up a little later here on YubaSutter.live. So stay tuned for that. You can help support us. We do get individual support from people like Brent Hasty, Gary Bradford, Mike Leahy, and others, viewers like you. So if you like some of the stuff that we're doing, please consider throwing a bone our direction. It helps us do more things like this, acquire some more equipment, pay the bills that live streaming induces to keep cell service happening. Coming up on YubaSutter.live, of course, we have our Beckworth fireworks tomorrow, but then our usual live streaming. So next week we have 2 county supervisors meetings. That would be Yuba County Supervisors beginning at 9 a.m. And we'll tell you a little bit more on Sunday or Monday about what's on the agenda. Maybe I'll have time to do that something for tomorrow. Then the Sutter County Supervisors at 3 o'clock. And both big school districts are taking the week off, so we get a little bit of a break. Our live stream's presented by Plumas Lake Self-Storage, and you can find out more about them at plumaslakeselfstorage.com. We'd like to thank all of you for watching. There we go. This is what we want to say. And we will bid you adieu from yubasutter.live. I'm Ted Langdell in Oregon House.
Yubasutter.live. It's the truth that comes through.